G'day, welcome to the second episode of Panther Press, take 2 for the night. It's started off by finding myself for not pressing record on the camera for the first take, but
we figured it out now.
it's a big red button at the back of the camera. But yeah, we'll go again here and hopefully we can get through it
this time.
But welcome, Sudsy. You've got Sudsy, the coach here, and
thanks for having me.
Yep, been doing a lot of work and been pretty busy with all the training and all the schedule and everything.
Yeah, it's been a long 6 months. A few of the boys have been going since May. So doing a bit of work with Bruce Waldron, the coach at Carlton, and Sally, who I think's got a role now out at Melbourne as well. So yeah, a lot of the boys have done a lot of work, which is great to see. And a few of them were, had some results on the weekend in round 1, which is pleasing to see it pay off for them as well.
Yep, it's good. We might run into the results now. A bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag across the board. I think Boke's pretty eager to get into it, and I think that came across with a few rash shots.
Yeah, there was a few putrid shots.
Yeah, probably in a position where we could have, multiple points, taken the game right away from Melinda, particularly from a first 11 point of view, and just missed opportunities. I think probably sums it up.
Yep.
But our own fault. So
yeah, should have.
So you're watching from the sidelines. You were pulling your hair out.
I was scoring, and I was pretty busy with when we were.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great. I think there was 4 for 20 lost there at one point towards the back end when the game was there for the taking. So
so no nothing to talk about there. Just Cody.
Yeah, Cody with 47. A bit of a steady hand, followed up with his 70, odd not out in the practice match as well. So off to a good start for Codes, but
signs. Not
not a heck of a lot to talk about from a first 11 point of view. But look, obviously credit to Melinda. They came out, they wanted to play. And it just, shows to our boys that, you've got to be ready for every moment. So bit to work on this week.
A few drop catches, which probably cost us as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the fines in a minute, I think. But no, the boys, most importantly, they're chomping at the bit to get out there this week and make amends for it. Second 11 played Melinda at home and had a really convincing win, which is great to see. Faz with 55. Tibbs, one of those boys who did the coaching work with 55 not out at the back end of the innings, and Kynan, one of the bowlers, just continuing on with the progress he's made with 3 for 14 off 8,
not bad,
which was great. Third 11 had a pretty tough day against Listerfield away. They made a pretty competitive score, close to 200, led by Harry Bolts with 44, Cooper Fisher with 55, and Senior Bolts with a 30-odd not out at the back end as well.
Cheap runs, Bolts.
But a bit of a tough day in the field with one of the blokes from one of the openers from Listerfield coming out and slapping 100 in round 1.
Yeah.
So makes it pretty tough. Yeah. Fourth 11 had a really good win at home. Chris Eildon winding back the clock with 93, and young Hudson Reid up with 52 as well. Unfortunately, broken his wrist this week. God knows how he's done that. But
it's a bit of bedroom incident.
Yeah, off to a flyer, and he's shot himself in the foot there, unfortunately. And the fifth 11 filled, mind you, by mostly under 16s and led, by Marky, his first-year captain, which is great to see. Had a bit of a tough day away at Belgrave. The highlight being Tyler Hunt up with 28 not out.
Yeah,
as
not
well.
Bad. No, Tranny. I don't think Tranny batted a bowl, but...
No, but as I said, a bit of a mixed bag of results, but, really good numbers. And we had close to 35 on the track Tuesday.
Yep.
Ready to make amends for, a few of those results this week. So really looking forward to getting into it.
Looks good. Now,
fines.
Yeah, we'll probably get straight into fines following that up, but obviously going towards our cricket trip, drinking on the Sunday up there in Cairns. So
there's been a few coins added tonight.
Yeah, that's it. It was a good start with actually the tin that rattled a bit, so that was good. But we've got some drop catches.
And we've even got highlights, I think, at the back end of one of the catches.
Yeah, we do. So we'll move into that. We've got Nathan McNally, a soda there in the slips, $2.
One-handed the ankle soda.
Got Morgie. He dropped 2 catches.
Yeah, they followed him a little bit on the weekend, unfortunately.
And then, Bull just had an absolute shocker.
I don't know where to start. His first one, I think, broke his finger. Yeah. Well, he tells us.
Well, his bowling wasn't great to start either, and then he dropped the catch, broke his finger, he reckons. And then the second one, he actually caught, but hurt his hand a little bit.
Threw the ball to the ground.
Threw it away, so that wasn't a catch either.
And I think, what did you say? The bloke made another 20-odd runs after
20
that?
Which is what we lost by. So basically cost us a game. Ball, cheers. And then he rolled that into running you out when you were cruising along, and it looked like we were going to win as well. Just blocked it and said yes and ran.
Blocked a point.
So anyway, get that one out the way early. I think it's $10 there for him. So.
He did rock up to golf day. Couldn't wear a glove, he reckons. Had the fingers strapped and everything. Might have been a bit of mayo there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you drop the catches. But then this other one, we got a bit of mail from the lower grades. St. John's came here and played our 4s, 11 out the back here. And, we've heard that they actually brought an esky with their own beers in it, sat in the rooms after the game, didn't talk to anyone from Eildon and just had their own little party in the rooms, drank some beers and then went home. So I spoke to their captain coach, Shimmer. I rang him up and said, what's going on? And he basically said, get stuffed. And I told him to get stuffed and we had a bit of a conversation and... I said, that's why you always lose grand finals, because your culture's shit there for Shimmer. So it was all a bit of fun, but we'll definitely be taking our own beers there when we go play them. So
I think the last fine is Nath Caden at home watching Bluey tonight, reckons he's got the runs.
Yeah. So. I don't know. He gives me I was trying to ring him about doing the podcast and I couldn't get onto him at all. And then he rings me back at like 6:30 or 5:30 tonight.
Yeah, strange. You got to get him in the car. It's the only time you get onto him. 7 in the morning or 5:30 at night.
So that was $2 Nate for not coming down here. And then we actually did get some footage.
Yeah, the video footage of Bulls. Of Bulls drop. Oh, yeah. It was Morgie's last week.
Yeah, so I get confused.
Bulls won this week.
Yeah, Bull. We've got a little bit of footage here. So the ball going up here. Goes up there and here comes Bull underneath it, little soda.
Throws it to the ground.
No, Bull, absolute soda. So that was a part of his $10 fine.
I think the next ball went for 4 too, so topped it off.
No, it was a good day. So we'll move into the teams now.
Yeah, teams for this week. So ones are at home versus Upper Gully. So at the top, Nathan Hicks, Dave Smythe, Cody Morris, Nathan McNally. Yourself, Taters, back in, first game for the year.
Yeah, pretty excited and hopefully, we can get a win on the board.
Yeah, very excited to have you back at the club. Noah Smith, Cam Kostick, Zach Corcoran, Ryan Bullock and Nathan Caton rounding out the first 11.
As long as he gets up from being sick.
Yes. Well, he's actually got to remember to vote. Last time we played Upper Gully at their ground, he actually had to nick off as captain because he forgot to vote. I didn't want to pay the fine either.
Well, I did actually forget about that, but anyway, vote no.
Yes. Second 11 away at Kings Park. Might be a bit soggy after all the rain we've had the last couple of days. Kynan Arundel, Faz, Morgie Arundel, Blake Tunessen, Lockie Tibbs, Lockie Bolts, Cooper Denny, Zach Clark, Jordan Keir, Shane, I'm not going to bother with that last name, and Declan rounding out the second 11.
Yep.
Thirds at home, first home game for the year for them against Upway. We've got Harry Bolts, Cooper Fisher, Lukey Epps, Brad Garbett, who'll be taking the captaincy for the first time this year. Adrian Bolts, Braden Rumpf, Donga, Tyler Rumpf, Mitchie Plant, Niall, and pretty impressive young 14-year-old coming in for his first game in threes in Jaden Ribeiro. Got a very solid technique with bat and ball, so pretty impressive kid and look forward to seeing what he can bring. Fours and the fifths, very impressive too. We've got 11 of our under-16s who put their hand up to play over the last 2 weeks. Yep. So a lot of young talent filtering through these two teams. So fourth 11 versus Mountain Gate at Windermere. We've got Cole Scott, Fred Femia, Josh Beamer, Xavier Potter, Steve Potter, Chris Aylan, Will, Tyler, Josh, Toby and Josh again to round out the fourth 11. And the fifths against Mountain Gate at Stud Park. Pretty sure it is Stringy Bark, so good luck getting the park up there, boys. Marky the captain, Hayden Whiting, Hamish Wood, Tranny, Adam Johnson, Luke McMillan for his first game after transferring across from Listerfield. Kano, Chris Campbell, 2 Hamilton boys, and Samuel Fry rounding out the fifth 11.
Yep, that's 5 strong teams, and hopefully we can get 5 wins.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at our unavailable list, there's 9 blokes there that would walk back into quite a few of those top teams. So it's a lot of depth that we've got at the moment to come back in, which is pretty impressive.
The pressure for spots and pressure to make runs, take wickets, and hold your catches. That'd be good. Just remembered one of the fines too that I forgot to talk about. We've got to fine Rumpy because he's not here as well on a Thursday night in Adelaide. He could have flown over and flown back Friday morning for work, but decided not to. So $2 for that, Rumpy. Yep.
And for my extra small playing shirt for his company.
Yeah, that's no good. We'll get into a story which we go back to our Gold Coast trip again. There's obviously we're talking about. There's a few stories that we'll be able to remember and talk about.
Wind back the clock.
Well, this one happened. We were all drinking, and someone decided to book us all a Chinese restaurant for dinner after drinking all day, which was probably a great idea.
I think Critter the main culprit here, and if you know Critter, he when he's on the sauce most of the day, his dad used to get called to come and pick him up. So Dad couldn't be there, unfortunately, being interstate to come and get him. So you know where this is heading. Yeah.
So Critter thought it would be pretty funny to pick up a full tomato off his plate and hurl it across the table, and it did hit someone in the face, splatter all over their face, and that person looked up and over that direction, and Cam Costick might have been looking over at him like, what's going on? And he thought that it was camera through the tomato, so decided to pick up a big steel spoon and hurl that back with a pretty good arm, and it did hit Cam right under the eye. Gave him one of the biggest black eyes I've ever seen, like he'd just been in the boxing ring. But
I'm sure he would have been wrapped with that.
Yeah, no, and he wasn't happy, and he didn't talk to me for for a little while after that.
So you're confessing to throwing the spoon now,
are you? Well, it was me, but accidental, and it's pretty much Critter's fault. He shouldn't have thrown a tomato because it was. That's what happens. Also, that same dinner. The coach, the captain, Hicksy, he was trying to be a bit funny with undies, and once again, not someone he can muck around with when he's on the sauce.
I wouldn't be picking on undies when you've been drinking all day.
Yeah, so I think Hicksy pretended to do something to Undies' food, and Undies turned around and just given it a big clip, and stuffed his neck, and he couldn't move his neck, turned his head for about 3 days after that. Went straight home to the chiropractor. So.
Yeah, little 21-year-old that he would have been at the time wouldn't have done that again, I don't think.
Learned a lesson there, so that was good. But moving into the cricket trip multi, last week we lost the first leg, which is not too bad because I forgot to put it on anyway, so that's a bit of a win. So don't worry about that. We'll move on this week. Obviously, cricket trip multi, if we get a win, we go towards the cricket trip as well. So.
Hopefully make some money this way, not dropping catches.
Yeah, if we can win enough bets here, we'll go cricket trip for free flights and everything. So that'd be great. But I've never won one bet in the last 2 years. So let's see what happens. But the first one we got there, the Everest in Randwick on the weekend. A very expensive race. So race 7, number 1. I wish I win for the place, just $1.85. The second tip there, we're going to multi these together. Caulfield race 6, number 1, Ayrton for the win, $4.20. And the third one, got Caulfield race 7, number 1, Alligator Blood, one of my favourites there. He's for the win, $2.30, which gets us about $17. We'll boost it, hopefully get sort of $20 and 25, and that get about $4.50 return. So. Yeah, not going a bit crazy. Hopefully,
just a nice easy way into it.
Yeah, well, I just want to try and get a collect for once because I'd never get a collect and just look like an idiot every time.
Chips banking on this.
yeah, that's it. But that sort of rounds out the show today, and the second time we've done it.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's recorded this time, and we'll speak to you next week. Thanks.